My mom pointed at me in front of everyone, her eyes sharp and cold as knives. "You don't deserve a seat at this table." I froze. My hands, which had just reached for the bread basket, shook as though I'd been caught stealing. Everyone else at the table, my dad, my siblings, even my cousins who had been invited over, went silent. The air was thick, suffocating. My mom didn't even raise her voice, but the words cut deeper than anything I had ever heard. And in that moment, something inside me shattered, but something else also woke up. Friends, if you're watching this right now, don't scroll away. This isn't just my story. It might be yours too. Stay with me until the end, because what happened after my mom said those words shocked everyone, including her. And before I share, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like these need to be heard, and your support helps keep them alive. I had always been the different child in the family. Not the golden one, not the smart one, not the favorite. My brother excelled in sports. My sister was the beauty with endless friends, and I was the quiet one. The one who wrote poems in old notebooks, who dreamed of things beyond the small town we lived in, the one who never seemed to fit her expectations. Mom always wanted me to be more. But no matter what I tried, it was never enough. That night at the dinner table, I had been hoping for a little peace. I had spent hours helping cook, setting the table, arranging plates just right. For once, I thought maybe I'd done something that would please her. But then, as laughter rolled around the table, she turned her gaze toward me. Her finger, sharp and commanding, lifted. "You don't deserve a seat at this table." The silence that followed was unbearable. My cousins stared at their food. My brother shifted uncomfortably. My sister looked away. Dad just sighed as if this was normal, as if I was supposed to accept it. I wanted to disappear. My throat burned, and I could feel the tears pressing hard behind my eyes, but I refused to cry in front of them. Not again. I pushed my chair back, the scrape against the wooden floor echoing louder than her words. My heart pounded, but instead of running to my room like I always did, I stood up straighter. Something inside me whispered enough. I looked right at her and said, "If I don't deserve a seat here, then I'll make my own table. And one day, you'll wish you were invited to it." The words shocked even me. The table went dead quiet. My mom's eyes widened, her lips parting, as if she didn't expect me to ever talk back. For the first time in years, I felt my spine straighten, my voice carry power. That night, I didn't eat. I went to my room, hungry but burning with determination. I pulled out my old journal, the one where I had written hundreds of pages of stories, poems, and thoughts that no one ever cared to read. And for the first time, I thought maybe the world out there would want to listen, even if my own family didn't. The days that followed weren't easy. Mom avoided me, and when she did speak, it was sharp, meant to push me down again. But I kept writing. I started sharing my words online, shaky and nervous at first, but slowly people began to read. Messages came in from strangers saying my words made them cry, made them feel less alone. Every notification felt like a light in the darkness. Meanwhile, at home, I still wasn't enough. Every dinner was a reminder that I didn't belong, every family gathering another chance for her to dismiss me. But with every cruel word, my resolve grew stronger. I poured my pain into my writing, and that pain turned into power. Months later, something incredible happened. A small publishing company reached out. They had seen my online posts and wanted to turn my writing into a book. Me, the girl who wasn't allowed a seat at her own family's table, was about to have her voice printed on real pages, reaching people far beyond the walls of that house. When the book came out, I didn't tell my family right away. I wanted to keep it mine just for me. But news travels fast in small towns. One evening, as I was helping my little cousin with her homework, my mom stormed into my room holding the book in her hands. My name was there, in bold letters on the cover. Her voice trembled when she asked, "You wrote this?" I nodded, my chest tight, waiting for the storm. But instead of anger, there was something else in her eyes, confusion, maybe even fear. For the first time, she didn't have words. Weeks later, we had another family dinner. The same table, the same chairs, the same smell of roasted chicken and spices filling the air. But this time, things were different. My mom didn't point her finger. She didn't say I didn't deserve a seat. Instead, she slid the bread basket toward me. A small gesture, but one that felt like a mountain moving. And then, out of nowhere, Dad cleared his throat and said, "We're proud of you." The words I had longed to hear my whole life finally found me. Tears burned my eyes, but I smiled. Friends, sometimes the people closest to us can't see our worth. Sometimes they'll point at us and say we don't belong. But you do. You deserve not just a seat at the table. You deserve your own table, your own light, your own voice. If you're still here with me, I want you to remember this. Never let anyone's words define your worth. Create your own place. Build your own story, and one day the same people who doubted you will be the ones left speechless. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Because none of us should ever believe we don't deserve a seat at the table.